wish you were mine.
Welcome back to ZealPlex, and in this tutorial I'm going to tell you that how we can make some simple template from HTML. So I'm not saying actually template because this is the very beginner course, so I'm going to tell you how it is being looked in HTML codes. So I will go on our that we have installed Sublime Text Editor, so I'm going to close it and reopen it from the desktop icon. So as you can see that we have made one simple one, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to shift and I'm going to put less than sign. So as you can see that this is how it looks, and then I'm going to click cap lock and I'm going to click doc and then I will type DYPE. I'm going to hit again cap lock and I'm going to type HTML. HTML will always be in small type. Reason behind that is whatever we type, we always need to make it a small text. So after making first line, I think it can be readable. So what I'm going to do is go on preference and make it much more bigger, so it is much more easier for you to watch it. But I recommend you to watch this tutorial in 1080p, so it will be in crystal clear. So what I'm going to do is after adding first line, so I'm going to say what is doc type, what is the reason behind we are typing doc type. And in first one I have made that opening braces, and then I'm going to put exclamation and doc type HTML. And what I'm going to tell is doc type is actually a document type. We are telling the HTML, we are telling the browser mostly are like Google Chrome, Firefox and Safari for Mac and so on. I recommend that you are using Google Chrome because it is highly recommended, because they are going always up to date with whatever the new technology are going on. So doc type, so I'm going to tell you what is the reason behind writing the doc type. In HTML5 doc type was written like this. In HTML 4.1 doc type was written in this big line, and in XHTML this big line. So it's better to write small code and we get the same code. So what was I'm telling you that everything you see, it's all HTML and this is the version. What is the reason that we are facing this XHTML? So what is XHTML? You might think that what is XHTML? It is extensible hypertext markup language, and everything is HTML. Only this was the X difference between that was introduced in 2000. So I'm going to minimize this and I'm going to back in the tutorial. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make one more curly braces by pressing shift and less than sign. I'm going to type HTML. I'm going to go back and I'm going to make a end tag. Every HTML needs an end tag for it, so I had made one end tag of HTML, and then I'm going to go and hit enter. As you can see, we are getting numbers and that will go on and on whatever we type. And so to get it started, so what I'm going to do is after making HTML we will have head tag, and then we are going to close it, head, and then close it. Inside the head tag we have something called title, and then we have to close the title, and after that we have body tag, close it, body tag. So I might think that are you confused a little bit? So what I'm going to do is, this is all getting something which we are not familiar with, so don't worry, slowly I'm going with it. So after you watch it many times you might get how it is going to work. So what I did was make an HTML, I close it over here, and everything whatever we see is inside the HTML. So what I'm going to do, make it an indent. So what I'm going to do is go on head tag and I'm going to put space and then tag, and I'm going to get space inside the body. I'm going to put space, so you can see this one is much bigger. So whatever we type, it will always be inside the body tag. Whatever we see on the website is always on body tag. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write it over here. I'm going to hit Zeal and I'm going to Plex. So whatever we type, it is going to appear in the website. In few seconds you will understand what I'm typing. So inside the body tag, I'm going to go and shift. I'm going to type P tag. I had made P capital, but we always want everything small inside. So what I'm going to do is close the P tag and I'm going to type it. This is my first website. So as an introduction, everyone writes like hello world. So I'm going to go, this is my first website, hello world. It's like just programming world. So whenever we start something, we type hello world. So what I'm going to do after making this sign, I'm going to go and backspaces. I'm going to file, I'm going to go and file save as. So what I'm going to do, as I'm making new ones, I'm going to go and go to desktop. I'm going to type index.html. so what I need to do is index.html, all in small text. HTML will tell the computer that it's a browser site. So I'm going to hit save, and as you see that color changes to pink, and that's how the code is actually going to work. So I'm going to minimize this. I have saved it on my desktop. So there you see, this is the file we created by writing this many of codes. And as you can see that automatically it is getting updated that Chrome icon is being created by writing this code. Actually whatever we typed was index.html. HTML tag automatically told the computer that it's for websites. So as we have made the one thing that name this title is ZealPlex, and P tag that is saying that this is my first website, hello world. So I'm going to minimize and open the browser. So it is opening. Okay, I have not closed this one, but as you can see that it is saying ZealPlex as a title, and we have said this is the first web page, hello world. But wait, I think I have written it on the next line and it is not showing in the next line over here. It is saying this is my first website, and it is getting continued by saying hello world. So to make this line comes over here, we have another tag for that. That tag is named as break. So I'm going to shift and type BR. I'm going to close it. So whenever we type after it, that the text editor is going to recommend that are you going to type this one. So it is pretty much helpful for us. So I'm going to file and I'm going to close save. So as I am going to go fast, I'm not going to go again and again by saying file save. I'm directly going to go and Control S by saving it from my keyboard, and you can get understanding that I'm pressed Control S and it is automatically been saved. I'm going to go back. I'm going to refresh it by pressing F5 on my keyboard or going to hit this refresh button, but I'm going to go and hit refresh, and as you can see that we got one line comes over here by saying hello world, this is my first website. You can write whatever you want, but this is how the introduction to HTML. You can check out more videos and you will learn slowly and faster. I will go and explain you everything you need to know to make a website. I'm going to go to the extreme level, so stay with me and you will be the best editor, web designer ever. So, but all I need is you to watch every videos and get familiar with it. So thanks for watching. My name is Nazir and I'm signing out.